Hello everyone and welcome to another Grand Cat unboxing review. Today we have the Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan. This is the yellow and red iconic version. We started with the NWO Hollywood Hulk Hogan, then we got the young Hulk Hogan, and now this is probably going to be the last Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan that I'll open. I did say in the last video that this would be the only other one that I would go for. There is a few other series that Storm Collectibles have done for Hulk Hogan, but this is the last one that I'm interested in. So let's just jump right into it. Anyone that has seen the previous Hulk Hogan videos has a rough idea of what to expect. I think the body is roughly the same, different head sculpt, different colours obviously. Let's jump right into it. So we'll take a look at the box first. As you can see here, it is the Hulk Rules. It's the yellow and red format. This is the still young Hulk Hogan, young quotation marks. There is a older one where it's after he came back to the WWE after WCW folded, where he's got like the yellow and red, the long tights instead of, obviously the iconic gear. But this is basically the WrestleMania 3 gear. He obviously used the yellow and red for quite a long time, but that's what it's most iconic for. So let's take a look at the side. You have another image of the picture, shows you the little standee that it comes with underneath. The other side's exactly the same. On the back we have just some different poses along with some of the images of what's in it. So we have two interchangeable hands, we have one interchangeable head, and I believe this head is unique for this one. These two heads are actually different from the young Hulk Hogan head, and we'll explore that when we do. We'll do a comparison. The bottom of it just says Hulk Rules, the top of it just says Hulk Rules, and it has a fake little signature. It is Hulk Hogan's signature, but he didn't actually write it, and that just comes on all the boxes. So let's jump right in. That is what we are going for here. So when we remove it from the box, the background is this yellow and red paint shop that is removable. There's nothing on the back of it, it's just plain white. That's a nice little backdrop if you want to use that to display your figure. Let's just jump right in and see exactly what we have here. Now this one is second hand, and the guy has also thrown in this bandana. So this bandana, if the camera would focus, actually comes with the older Hulk Hogan, similar. It's the same bandana as this one, is the Hollywood. Oh, we're out of focus. Is the Hollywood bandana, and as you can see, we can remove the bandana, and you can quite clearly see that this is a very different head sculpt for Hulk Hogan, which is obviously meant to be quite a bit older. Got a little bit of a black mark there, that should come off. It's just because he's been displayed with the Hollywood bandana this entire time. So that was a very nice little addition that the person that I bought this from gave me. Oh, it's shaking the camera. For some reason the autofocus seems to be kind of crap. Don't know what that's about. Haven't been able to fix it. Haven't found any solution to it. So let's just open this up. It does come with this plastic sheet, which it should come with. And let's just jump right into the figure. So once again, the fantastic thing about these Storm Collectibles is the detail on the faces looks so very, very close to the actual person. So as you can see, just the colours that has been used, the actual sculpt, the hair is, exactly as to what Hogan's would have been. If Hogan was designing this, he would have given himself a lot more hair, which he clearly didn't. He has his little patented, what's that called? Rosary beads? The little chain with the cross on it around his neck, which all of the Hulk Hogan's come with as well. He has the soft, Scud shirt, and once again we have the posability. So let's just go through the posability. So arms go straight up. He does have the butterfly joint here, rotates. We have the bicep swivel. Bicep swivel is a little stiff, but that's fine. Double elbow joint, wrist movement, so on and so forth. If you want to see this in more detail, you can see it in the other Hulk Hogan videos, which should be linked onto this playlist. There's a double knee in here, hidden behind the knee pad. We have the ankle is on a ball swivel. You can see that that moves right round. We have the toe pivot, and the same should be on the other side. So as you can see here, once again, Strong Collectibles with its fantastic posability, and it also has fantastic balance, so we should be able to pose Hulk Hogan doing Sweet Chin Music. As simple as that. He does have a torso swivel. It's a double bicep here in the middle, but I think we're going to keep the shirt on. I keep saying that on every video, that we're going to keep the shirt on, and then I keep removing it. So goodness knows I'm going to do it in addition to the end of this. But for the moment, I think I'm going to keep it like this, because the other two have their shirts taken off. So this one might just stay with that Hulk rules. I just noticed this knee pad is turned a little bit, so I'm going to try and turn it back, which is a little bit in refusal. You can see that it doesn't quite nicely line up. Like it does on this bit here, but it doesn't on this one. Now I'm beginning to wonder if it's the boot that's the issue. Because when I put these legs together, this boot kind of turns in a little bit. That's curious. It's not meant to do that. Very peculiar. But okay, so let's see the accessories it has. So we have the Hulk rules. At least we will in just a second. We have the little Hulk rules stand. That's all it says, quite plain and simple. He does have the foot pegs there if you want to use them. I've never used them, I just keep them in their displays. We have here the secondary head, which is probably the most plain Hulk Hogan head that we've ever had. I kind of like it actually. Not sure which head we're going to go with. And then we have a pair of open grip hands. So these are meant for obviously gripping some sort of item, but it doesn't come with any items. I think this was just a generic hand that they made back in the time. But yep, I think we'll try using one of them at least. So that is it for that's it for the accessories that are supposed to come with them. But in addition, we will show you this cool little accessory. So let me just take it out of its bag. And it should just fit perfectly right on top of the Hulkster, like so, which just gives another added cool little bit to him with the full bandana rather than just the folded up bandana around the head. So let's try swapping over the accessories. So we'll remove the head first. And Hulk Hogan will kick away all of the other accessories that we were about to just use. So give me a second to just find, oh my goodness, where on earth did it go? You know what, I'll come back to that. So let's try the other head. Literally just a case of just clicks on this little ball joint up here. Just give it a little bit of a push. And there you go. There is your more generic looking Hulk Hogan head. Which is kind of cool. It's nice to have a more sort of generic pose. And let us try out the open grip palm. Again, just pulls off, and the other one just pushes right in there. And there you go. So you can now have the listening to the crowd pose. I mean, ideally it would be more of an open hand rather than a curved hand, but yeah, you get the idea. So yes, now that we've done that, let us remove this out of the way. And I do have one other very cool little accessory that we can give them. This is the Elite Winged Eagle title, which is the one that the Hulkster was known for. And we're going to try just putting this around Hulk Hogan's waist and see how that goes. Because the Elites and the Strong Collectibles are pretty good at working alongside one another. I had this on the previous Hulk Hogan, but I'm wondering if the shirt is maybe preventing it from going over. Yes, I think if I'm to put the title on the Hulkster, I might need to remove this cloth bit here, because this bit at the bottom that's double stitched that is causing a little bit of the issue, because it just adds a tiny extra bit to the figure. I think that's mildly annoying, because I wanted to pose the Hulkster with his belt, but okay, I keep saying it and I keep doing it off camera, but let's do it here and now. So let us remove the soft goods shirt. So in order to do that, what we have to do is we have to take off the shoulder joints, which you have to be very careful when you're doing. It just comes right out, like so. And as you can see there's the ball joint, which is obviously never came off before. And in here is the butterfly joint, so we want to leave that in there. You can remove the butterfly joint, but it's better to keep it in because you want to get it back into the same position. Once again, just use a little bit of Herculean strength to pull out the other Hulk Hogan arm. And it doesn't feel good when you're doing this, because you really don't want to be putting this much strength into such an expensive figure, because there's always that fear that something is going to break. But they are very well designed, so they don't. And then we'll just try not to shake the camera. Remove the head as well. And now we have the upper torso of the Hulkster. Just remove the little neck part for just now. I don't know if that would be called a rosary or not. Whether it's just some kind of necklace or what it is. And the socket shirt is a little bit annoying, but it will come up if you just give it a little bit of patience. Like so. And just be careful, because remember the upper body is soft plastic, which you can see, so you kind of have to mold the fabric around the soft upper part of the chest, like so. And here you can see me dismantling a Strong Collectible figure on camera, which was not what I intended to do today, but here we are. And behold, the strange world of YouTube. And there we go. So there is what all the parts of the Hulkster looks like dismantled, which wasn't what I was intending to show you, but that is it there. And that is what the upper body looks like of a Strong Collectible figure. So to just put it back, just put in the chest part here that goes over, get in the butterfly areas, like so, fits in like that, right into the socket, and on the other side here, exactly the same. Did I get that right? Is it maybe more like that? Once again, this is why you don't want to take the butterfly joints out, because getting them back into the right point is a little bit irritating. Then push this shoulder in like so, push the other shoulder in like so. There's a little bit of strength involved. There we are. Put the neck accessory back on, and then let us put on this head, which I've already put the bandana on. So you want the necklace to be under the hair, and push it in, and I've knocked the camera once again. Sorry about that, giving people the motion sickness at home. But there you have the Hulkster. All nice and put back together, and the cloth accessory is completely fine. So now, hopefully, the belt, the whole reason that we did this, should fit around the Hulkster's waist. I shall just give this a little bit of a try here. And we've got one hook in. Just get the second hook at the bottom in. And there we go. There, it is just barely fit. And then you have this fantastic Hulk Hogan, which can then pose away to the crowd in the third pose. And that is him with his accessories. Of course, there's a hand that Hulk Hogan kicked away, so I shall need to find that later. But that will come once the video ends. So, let us compare the Hulkster. So the first one to compare him with is the young Hulk Hogan, which, as you can see, the faces are quite different. It's the same hairstyle, so it's the same head mould, but different actual faces. So let us just do a little comparison video. So you can see there that the bandana and the hair should be the same, but of course he's got this much more aggressive look to the face as opposed to the much more casual one. And the other one is this rather angry, shouty face, like so. So it's quite interesting to see the different styles. Next up we have the older NWO Hulk Hogan with the Hollywood Hogan. So if we remove the bandana and the glasses, then you can see just how different this sculpt is to the younger ones. As you can see, well, the hair is obviously quite a bit different. He now has the muscle curtain. He's also got the different sort of stubble in the face. And the face is actually just a tiny bit different as well. If we just compare the two there, you can see the actual differences between the two. So quite interesting to see. Let's put his glasses and bandana back on, as is the iconic pose of the NWO Hulkster. And as you can see, we've got Hogan doing his three signature poses. One is the muscle flex, one is the listening to the crowd with the curved ear, and the third is the muscle cannon, as he likes to call it. And Hogan almost falling over there because I was touching the feet. Also, the two younger Hulk Hogans have this kind of bronze version of the cross, whereas the NWO older one has the silver version. So another little difference there. And just to show a little bit of comparison with size, and let us bring in the Ultimate Edition. Stone Cold. So this is the title that comes with the Ultimate Edition Stone Cold. And as you can see, it's actually got the blue strap to it rather than the black, as the Big Eagle title did originally start with, before it did change to the black title. But as you can see, they do line up in terms of size. Stone Cold looks a little bit... I was about to say he's a little bit shorter than Hulk Hogan. Maybe just a tiny bit shorter. And the last one that we're going to compare it with is a newer figure, which is the Elite Roman Reigns, who at the time of recording is still the Universal Champion of SmackDown. Although that may have changed by the time that this video goes up. So there we have our little comparison of our Hulk Hogan's, along with a couple of other champions. And yes, there we go. So, quite pleased with my Hulk Hogan's, especially like the newest edition. I really like this little bandana that was added in as an extra bonus, so I do heavily appreciate that. And I think that is going to be it for this video, folks. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please give us a like, share and subscribe. Do leave a comment, I do try to reply to all of them. And if you want to talk to me directly, you can find me in the Discord in the description below. And we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.